In today's video, we're gonna see what happens if we combine 1,000 silly putty eggs into one giant blob. Callie, what are we doing today?
I'm putting a lock on your Amazon account.
Don't be ridiculous. We have here a little bit of silly putty, and when I say a little bit, I mean the equivalent of about 1,000 eggs. You can see we've got hundreds and hundreds of the single silly putty eggs, and then we've also got some slightly larger silly putty eggs. This is worth just over 10 smaller ones, and these big ones are worth about 40 to 45 smaller silly putty eggs. All told, we have almost exactly 1,000 eggs worth of silly putty here. Now, we've done a little bit with silly putty in the past. We poured molten gallium into it to see if we could make a mold in it. And no, unfortunately you can't. The gallium is too heavy and it just smushes the silly putty down. But we've got some other things we want to try.
Here's the basic idea. We have 1,000 silly putty eggs. We're gonna put them together and we're gonna see what we can do with that much silly putty.
Let's just clear this all off the table so we can put the silly putty on the table and really see it all really nicely.
Let's get to work.
So that right there, the giant ones are actually both glow in the dark. So we have a glow in the dark green and a glow in the dark yellow.
Yeah, no, it's already glowing just from the sunlight coming in through that window. You see that? Guys, if anyone can think of what we can do with nearly 1,000 silly putty egg containers, let us know in the comments below.
Please, we'd love your suggestions. We're gonna have so many of these. The new King of Random Spy Scope kit is here.
Guys, this kit is amazing. It allows you to actually build one of your own little microscopes at home. You don't have to worry about going out and getting all the parts, having extra pieces. Everything is provided for you.
That's right. It even comes with some cool slides that you can check out, and also available are these little mystery hidden picture slides. They've got codes in them. If you find the codes and rearrange them, you can let us know what code you found and get something really cool. Everything you need for the kit comes with it, and you can just assemble it. Got all the pieces, even has a cool decorative sticker. You can slap that on wherever you think it's necessary. All the instructions are included, plus of course we've got our video showing you how to build it and some fun things you can do with it.
You can click the link in the description below to go get yours now.
Okay, we've got all 1,000 eggs opened up. Callie's curious what happens when you bite it. I know we like to taste things, but...
It's crunchy! Why is...
Crunchy?
Bite it. See if we can get, I want to see the glitter in the light. This is quite the workout. Okay, once you mix it, that's a decent gold. I am disappointed that it's got these pieces of glitter, not because of the color, but because they leave these little speckles, so it's not perfectly smooth gold. No, I've contaminated our glow in the dark.
Silly putty bonds to silly putty.
Except, however, for this blob of blue, for some reason, this one particular blob,
I squished it together as much as I could, and it's still just like, yeah, this color doesn't like to bond together very much, so I'm gonna have to work that for quite a while before it's all single blob instead of lots of blobs barely holding themselves together. Okay, I've got a bowl of pretty warm water. I'm just gonna take a big old blob of this blue, throw it in there. I'll let that sit and warm up and see what changes.
So Nate put his silly putty in hot water. I'm gonna try and microwave it. I think it's burning. No? Okay. That, I wonder, oh no. This is giving me war flashbacks because you know what this feels like? Chewing gum.
This is very soft and uncomfortably warm even if I stop moving, like it even gets to the point where it's burning, but it is much softer, stringier.
So this one probably won't glow as much as the other two actual glow-in-the-dark silly putties because I did mix it with gold, but let's see. This one is already glowing just from daylight, which is kind of cool. You can just sort of see that it's brighter. So if you mix this with another color, will it still glow? Yeah, I would assume so, but I want to know if it glows less or about the same. All right, that fades so quickly. So it's bright, but only for about half a second. Just from the edge of the light, this one's still glowing, which is fascinating. All right, obviously holds its glow much, much better. So if you mix your silly putty with a glow-in-the-dark silly putty, it's not gonna be nearly as effective.
Silly putty from the warm water This was just a bowl of water sitting there, so it starts to cool off a little bit, but for the most part, I think it warmed up at least the outside layer of our silly putty. This is a big, heavy blob of it, and so I don't think all of the water heated it up all the way through, but especially in this spot where it's thinner, I think it did, you know, it softened it a little bit. I think it's a little bit more malleable. Pretty minor change. Well, it does actually look a little bit whiter.
I think it almost leached out some color maybe. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try and take a few strands of every color and just sort of twist them together, just so I wanna know what color we end up with. I'm assuming they'll look like a mess. First a rainbow and then a mess.
My vote is on ugly brownish grayish.
All right, so. This reminds me of one of those little clicky pens where you can like choose what color you want to use in your pen. Kind of fun. Okay, before I mix it any further, I want to cut that in half. That's pretty. It's kind of like when you make beads with clay. So my hope is that we're gonna see glow-in-the-dark streaks in this. That's awesome! Oh, I like that. This is for you.
What is that thing?
What is that thing?
It's a morph.
Morph.
A very badly done morph, but you know.
Silly putty, one of the most well-known things about it is the fact that, especially if you get it into a ball shape, it's quite bouncy. It's a very rubbery substance. Sometimes it just bounces away from you. So we want to do a test to see how much a large blob of it bounces in comparison to a small blob. So we're going to try dropping them both from the same height, just off the table, see which one comes back up higher. It's actually pretty similar. All right, starting with the small one here. Just gonna chuck it at the ground. I'd say that went 12, 15 feet up. A little hard to control, it's not perfectly round. Let's try the big one though. Here goes. I'm gonna start throwing it fairly gently. Wow, quite a rebound. Got some good bounce. Got a little deformation here. I'm not sure exactly what caused that. One of the classic tricks I was always taught with silly putty is that you can use it to sort of make a copy of newspapers. The ink comes off fairly easily and the silly putty is supposed to be able to pick it up. So let's try with this little small scale test here. Take just a little piece of the comics here and just smush this down on there. Look at that. Picture perfect. Here goes.
That is perfect.
Woo!
Wow.
Photocopy in reverse.
But an entire sheet. Gonna wrap some gold around that mess. That was very effective.
Yeah. Fortunately, its own weight is sort of driving it down.
Wow, it is. Oh my gosh. How much does this weigh?
So one silly putty egg is approximately 0.37 ounces, and we have approximately 1,000 silly putty eggs worth together. That should give us a total of almost 25 pounds.
So Nate got to bounce the green silly putty. I think it's my turn. 3, 2, 1. It bounces. That's awesome. Wait, we're gonna slam it.
Workout.
Oh, okay, you rolled that one. What was that?
I just wanted to see what he would do if I was spinning. Got my nearly 25-pound ball. I'm gonna see what happens if I stand on it.
And I'll be here providing
Stabilization.
support, both mental and physical. Oh, very nice. Watch your head. You're very tall.
I'm sinking. Here I've probably just gotten a lot of dirt into the silly putty and possibly a lot of silly putty into the treads of my shoes. Oh no.
Are you stuck?
No, I can get out. It just takes a determined effort.
That
There's
looks
a very
cool.
clear shoe print.
And now this silly putty will be on the floor forever.
Okay, I've got a little sledgehammer here and I've got all of our silly putty. I've flipped it over so my shoe prints are still on the other side. Let's see what the hammer does.
It's doing less damage than your shoes did.
I think it's just the quick impact. It's just so bouncy that way.
Kaboing, 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 kaboing.
See, if I just set it here, leave it for a second, then it leaves an imprint. But if I hit, like, there's almost nothing. Oh, there's dust.
Nate, what are you doing?
Test the impact resistance. I mean, it's bouncing and it hurts a lot less than if I hit my hand directly. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it's not really anything amazing. Like it bounces off, but I'm definitely still feeling it on my hand.
All right, if you did it, I've got to do it. Nope. No.
Really?
What? Yeah, no, not at all. I'm assuming, I mean, now you're attempting, but no, nothing. He's hitting right on top of my metatarsals. So I should be able to feel that across the bridge of my foot. I don't. The only part of my foot that hurts is the ball of my foot where it's impacting with the tile itself. That's it. Like you can feel the bounce, but you wouldn't even know that you're really being impacted. That's bizarre.
Guys, we have a ton of silly putty left. We obviously didn't really destroy any of it, so where would it have gone? But we would love to hear your ideas. What should we do with 25 pounds of silly putty? This is a lot. Let us know down in the comments. We want to hear your ideas. Guys, it's not all. We've always got more for you to see. The box at the top takes you directly to our last video. You should go check that out. The other box shows you what YouTube thinks you should be watching next. And if you hit this bomb here in the middle, you'll be subscribed to the channel. That way you never miss a cool video. And especially, you're going to want to hit that bell so you get the notifications about it. We'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.